Hello there, everybody. Meteorologist Rebecca Sweet here. Hope you're having a wonderful afternoon. As you head outside, well, I guess I can't even say afternoon yet. It's still morning, almost the start of the afternoon. We are doing a quick update right now, kind of diving into some of the details that we're going to be seeing ahead of tomorrow's opportunity for showers and thunderstorms. And then today, well, today's kind of been, as you can see behind me, a little bit of a messier day as well. We've had some scattered showers push their way into the region. A lot of this rain is going to start to taper off, but it is probably going to impact our highs just a little bit. Optimistically speaking, I'm hoping we still get into the upper 70s, but there is the potential that we may see a little bit of a cooler trend. We'll see. We still have plenty of time to warm on up. We look ahead to tomorrow. So right now, the Storm Prediction Center for tomorrow has our viewing area under a level 1 and a level 2 risk. Whether you're covered under a level 1 or a level 2 risk, folks, I just want you to be a little extra prepared tomorrow night for the potential for those showers and thunderstorms. That is why we've made tomorrow night a weather impact alert night, as we are looking at that severe weather risk that is moving through. Let's kind of break down some of the risks that we have. So we do have the potential again here across East Tennessee for an isolated tornado. Not going to be our biggest concern, but I know it's the one that people tend to get most nervous about. So we're watching this as specifically, I'm kind of watching this area right here, and I'll explain why. So I'll show you why I'm watching this area in just a little bit more. I don't quite see the same concern for all of East Tennessee, but it's kind of more so the northern half of the plateau that I'm like, okay, we're going to kind of monitor this situation. And then we do have the potential for some damaging wind gusts with the line that moves through late tomorrow night. That's where we could see the best potential for those damaging wind gusts, down trees, power outages. You know the gist when we see severe weather. And also looking at the potential, although it's a low end risk, we could see some larger hail. Hail's not my number one concern. I'd say damaging wind gusts are my number one concern, but we'll continue to monitor this. So let's kind of break down your Futurecast quickly for the rest of the day, because we're about to start the noon show here in just about 9 minutes. So we do have some spotty showers that'll stick around off and on throughout the rest of the afternoon. Might have an occasional downpour, maybe rumble of thunder. We've got a lot of moisture to work with, but I don't foresee the rest of the night tonight to be too much of a concern. Now we go into your Wednesday. Tomorrow, we're going to start off relatively dry. So Wednesday morning, no concerns. We're going to continue to see winds picking up out of the southwest. Now we jump all the way to tomorrow night. Remember when I said this is the area that I'm a little bit more concerned about? This is right around dinner time tomorrow night. Fentress, Scott, Cumberland, Morgan counties. You see these prefrontal showers that could be pushing in ahead of the line. Timing-wise, this is when some of those storms could be a little bit more on the intense side. So that's when I wouldn't be surprised if we were to see the potential for an isolated tornado or any kind of spin that we have in place. It's this kind of cluster of storms ahead of the cold front that could potentially, again, kind of bring in that opportunity. Once the line moves through, which is going to be after sunset tomorrow night, my concern transitions not so much into like the potential for rotation, but more so damaging straight line wind gusts, where we could see the opportunity for some down trees and power outages. And then once we head into the early hours of your Thursday, the risk for severe weather really tapers off. We transition more so into just some moderate to heavy rain. And then watch this. We put our Futurecast into motion. Haven't seen this in a while, right? The potential is there for maybe a little bit of a wintry mix up into the higher elevations. I'm not like full-blown going into snow mode, but I am saying it's going to be possible, folks, that maybe we see a few little snow flurries up into the higher elevations. And if that doesn't get you like, stirred up a little bit, wait until next week. Little teaser. So we do have some potential impacts. Again, first and foremost, widespread impacts. Looking at the opportunity for wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. Localized flooding is going to be possible. We've already had some pretty solid rain leading up to this point, so the ground, it's kind of saturated. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did see some heavier downpours that we could have the chance for some localized flooding. Up to quarter size hail, again, that's severe size hail, so that's kind of the largest that I am expecting. And then if we see that isolated tornado, remember, it's like those prefrontal showers that are going to be a little bit more of a concern. So right now, based off of what models are showing, I'd say Cumberland, Fentress, Scott, Morgan counties, you're the area that I'm kind of like just putting a little bit more of an emphasis on diving into tomorrow. Again, for today, there's no risk for severe weather here across East Tennessee. That risk is going to be primarily off to our west. We head throughout the day tomorrow. We do have that level 1 and that level 2 risk here across East Tennessee. Big picture point of view, so this just kind of shows that cold front that's going to be sliding into the region. Not much happening in the form of precipitation for the rest of the day today. We take you into your Wednesday. So this is Wednesday afternoon. It's going to be warm. It's going to be breezy. We're going to have highs into the 80s. It's going to be awesome, like near record breaking, but perfect weather for some thunderstorms. Remember, let me kind of back this up a little bit for you so you can see it on a regional level. So bloop. Right here. So you see some of those prefrontal showers like late tomorrow night, right around dinner time, like this cluster right here. Yeah, that's the cluster that I'm a little concerned about. Truth be told, our family is going to be at a soccer game in Nashville that is supposed to start at 6:30. So hopefully we're just fine. Maybe a little bit of a delay. And then here across East Tennessee, as these storms move through late, I do expect to see some of those gusty winds, heavy rain. Backside of this system, we trend much cooler. So that's kind of a jump as to what we're going to be seeing with this potential line of strong to severe thunderstorms. The later these storms move in, the less likely that they're going to be strong to severe, but still some pretty solid thunderstorms moving through into the overnight hours. Not a bad viewpoint again as we look at your 7-day forecast. It's definitely a roller coaster, folks, as we head throughout the next 7 days. 70s for your forecast highs today. Hopefully the rain and some of these clouds don't impact those highs. 80s for your forecast tomorrow. We are watching that weather impact alert forecast tomorrow night and into your Thursday. Rebounding nicely into your Saturday and Sunday, and then look at Monday. Whew. Get those jackets, folks, just in time as we wrap up the last few days officially of winter. Hope you have a wonderful day. And again, a reminder, our noon show is going to be starting on WBR here in just a few minutes.